This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. So hi once again, a formal good. I think it's afternoon for you, perhaps. So good afternoon to you, Mohammed. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Should I call you Mohammed? Should I call you Niaz?
it's up
Or
to you.
either is, or should it be
Niyaz,
both? Yeah.
it's up to
Okay,
you.
Niaz. Yeah.
Niyaz.
Now, whatever is your usual, the way you are addressed by your colleagues and your friends. Yeah.
Niyaz.
Yeah, Niaz. Okay, so good to see you, Niaz, on this call. I'm joining in from Bangalore, in India. I guess you would be joining in from I think Saudi Arabia. Uh, yeah,
Yes, yes, Saudi
yeah.
Arabia.
So, yeah. So it's pretty. It's about 5:30 p.m. here in my according to local time. It's
Yeah,
pretty.
we have three.
Yeah, it's 3
Yeah,
a.m. for you. I'm sorry, 3 p.m. for 3
3 p.m.
p.m. for
Yeah.
you. PM. Yeah, it'll be PM. Okay. So I've never been to Saudi Arabia. So yeah, but I guess it's a great place. Um, so
Yes.
let me quickly bring you up to speed on who are we. Yeah. Let me just introduce you to the company Preparation Info, for which I'm delivering the session. Yeah. And yeah, that should give you a fair idea of how small, how big, or whatever we are. Yeah. Our coverage. And yeah, one second. Let me share that file with you. Yes, it's already here. Yeah, it's already shared. So we are Preparation Info, as the top logo says. So this is a quick introduction to the company uh, as it stands today in 2025. I'm trying to one second. I'm trying to get the control here in my hands. Is it here? Yeah. So we are one of the world's best, leading certification training provider in uh, in various on-demand courses. So yeah, there are all the details here, but I think what stands out is that we have trained about 15,000 plus folks, yeah, over past so many past maybe 5 8 years approximately. We have about 500 plus trainers on the roles of the company. We offer about 100 different courses, and details follow. So 100 plus courses offered through blended classroom training access to about 140 plus countries. So we have been able to cover 140 plus countries. Trained about 10,000 plus working professionals across the globe. Delivered 200 plus corporate in-house trainings in more than 10 countries, and registered vendor with more than 1,000 companies for any training related requirements. Delivered blended mode of learning with 95% success rate so far. Yeah. Industry relevant training with hands-on case studies, exercises, and rigorous testing framework. And the brand Preparation Info values quality training more than anything else. Yeah. 30% plus, yeah, 30% plus enrollments are through past participants references. So with that shows that they like the job that we have done. Yeah. One second, let me zoom this a little. Yeah, now it looks okay. We have the biggest pool of instructors working with us to ensure best training all across the globe. Yeah. Um, so this is yeah, this I like this slide. It's a picture first of all, and it has got catchy colors as well. So and it shows where all we are. Yeah. So we are of course in in North America. We are in India. We are in Africa too. Nigeria and Ethiopia and Kenya and Uganda. So we have delivered trainings to people joining in from all these places. We also have people joining in from the Caribbean islands in the US many a times. Yeah, they are also our favorites. Yeah. Or we are their favorites rather. So this is how our coverage as of now stands. Yeah. We have delivered to these corporate folks. I can't probably go through each name separately, but you have Ernst and Young, you have Microsoft, you have Citi, you have Facebook, Nokia, yeah, so on and so forth. So these are our clients, 2000 plus as of now. Our courses cover various trainings, project management, for example, yeah, quality management, digital marketing, design thinking. Yeah. I don't want to go through each of these cells, yeah, these hexagons. Uh, our mode of training delivery is in-house and corporate training both. So we have instructor-led live online training, which is what we are doing right now. We also have face-to-face classroom training, which of course after COVID this has reduced a little. But yeah, but we still do face-to-face classroom training. We do it in Africa, for example. Online self-study courses are also there. Yeah, we record whatever we do here, and that can be used for self-study later. In project management, we offer PMP certification course. We offer Prince 2 foundation course, and we also offer Prince 2 practitioner course. In finance, we deliver advanced finance modeling, Microsoft Power BI, financial modeling for startups and small business, yeah. Project finance,
Sir,
interactive.
can
Yes,
you hear me?
please. Yes, yes, yes.
Mohammad Niaz, I think so. He just left the session. I don't know. It's
Ah, I didn't realize that.
he is not online right now. So
Okay, so
just
we
wait.
wait for him. So maybe by mistake he has logged out,
Yeah.
or he has left or something. Let us wait for him. When did he leave approximately?
Just 30 seconds
Moment.
before.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
This conference will now be recorded.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, sure.
It was a disconnection
I'm sorry.
because of internet connectivity issue. Now
Ah,
I'm back.
you got dropped. Okay,
Yes, yes. My bad.
okay. Yeah, it happens all the time. Okay, it happens all the time. Yeah. So we were talking about the courses that we offer, the services that we offer. So here we are on finance, advanced financial modeling, Microsoft Power BI, financial modeling for startups and small business. This is what we do. This is what we offer. Project finance, interactive Excel dashboard, and financial modeling and valuation. That is what we do. Yeah. Uh, Digital marketing is another branch that we have. Uh, Google Analytics certification exam prep, actionable strategies for business, YouTube masterclass, marketing automation in business, advanced digital marketing, digital strategy formulation for strategy consultants. Yeah. We also offer courses in business leadership coaching, lean. I'm sorry, learn, not lean. Learn business contracts, register a trademark, an entire MBA learning course, and animated video creation for business. So we are there in many places in quality management, lean management. Now I'm right. Now it's not learn, it's lean management certification, basics of logistics and supply chain, lean Six Sigma green belt with certification, use Minitab for Six Sigma statistics, quality management systems, lean Six Sigma yellow belt with uh, certification. Yeah. We are also providing Agile now, Agile principles course, Agile crash course, Scrum certificate training, and PMI-ACP, and the modern DevOps. I'm sorry, DevOps learning path. So what we are doing right now today is PMI-ACP. Yeah. We are also in an analytics, data analysis for newbies, complete big data and Hadoop, courses in Tableau 10, data science, business analytics with R, capital R. IT services is management, we provide that too. ITIL foundation exam prep course, ITIL certification course, cloud technology computing foundation, and ITIL fundamentals um, comp TIA. Yeah, that's what we do. Thinking guide for beginners, design thinking guide for business, design thinking for in 3 steps. Yeah, IT and software, advanced Prezi course at AutoCAD, Civil 3D, 3D modeling course, Autodesk Maya is what we offer. Sales, best practical sales techniques, interest-driven sales tunnels funnel training. Yeah, I'm sorry. What did I do? Yeah, I was here. Yeah. This is the last one, perhaps. Advanced Excel course in office productivity. We offer advanced Excel course, advanced Word course, Power Excel dashboard, advanced VBA and macros, Microsoft Power BI course, advanced PowerPoint course is what we offer all these. And here are our, so if you want to pursue any of these courses further, here we are. Here are our contact numbers, email address. Yeah. Just do let us know, Niaz, if any of these apart from ACP is of interest to you. Yeah. So this is what we are. Yeah. Um, Ashish, is there anything that you would like to add? I hope you are still on the call. Ashish? Ashish, can you hear me? No. Looks like Ashish is not on the call right now. Yeah, it's okay. We'll just close this now, and we go to my favorite way of delivering the course, which is uh, using the whiteboard. Yeah, so this whiteboard is opening up just now. Start with the blank canvas. Yeah. So Niaz, I thought it is also appropriate, it is required that I tell you who am I, and why should you be listening to me? Why should you be seeing me in this course for next, I think 7 weeks or something? Yeah. So my name is Mukund, yeah, Mukund Toro. Toro is my surname, and Mukund is my first name. I live in Bangalore. It is called Bangalore nowadays. Yeah. Official name is Bangalore, which is of course which is in India again, and it is in the southern parts of India, the southern peninsula. It's called the IT city of IT plateau of India, yeah, software capital of India, etc. I have been in training since 15 years now. Yeah, 15 years of experience. I'm scribbling this on the board as well. 15 years of experience in training. Yeah, and I have been training folks on project management. I have been training folks on Microsoft project, and of course ACP, the Agile aspect. Yeah. So I've been doing that. I have trained people I have trained people through training companies. I have trained people in big corporates. Yeah. I've done a bit of coaching and mentoring in project management also. Prior to getting into training, getting into this line of business, I worked for maybe 20 years or so. Yeah, 20 years plus, maybe 25 years, let us say. So I worked for 25 years in uh, foreign companies, multinationals like Motorola, like Novel, and I have also I have also worked with research companies like ITIL and C. Dot. They're big names in India. Yeah. Prior to this, I have a degree in engineering, a Bachelor of Engineering, ENTC, Electronics and Telecommunication, from a very old college which was about 200 plus years old when I passed in 1983. Yeah. I have also a diploma. It's not a diploma, it's a certificate. Uh, PGCBM, postgraduate certificate in business management. I have this from a company from a place called as XLRI, another big name in another old reputed name in management courses. I am of course a PMP, and I am also an authorized trainer from this authorized training. This badge comes from PMI. Yeah. So I'm an authorized trainer too. Yeah, as I said, I live in Bangalore. In my family, we have well, my wife is there and my mother-in-law is there. She's 96-year-old, recovering from a fall just now. So we are going through some very tough times right now at a personal level, on a personal basis. Um, we have two daughters. Both of them are doctors. They live in Bangalore, so we meet very often, almost every day. I'm lucky, I feel. So that's about me. I am also a CC, another abbreviation, CC, competent communicator. I was a member of Toastmasters, and as a part of Toastmasters, because of my performance and all the and passing through all the quality, all the criteria of certification, I passed through that, and I am now uh, a competent communicator, CC. Yeah. So that's about me, Niaz. I hope I did not stretch it too much. Yeah, it was fairly concise. Yeah, I like to. I mean, I like music. Yeah, especially the film music in India. I like that a lot. So that's me. Yeah, Niaz. So if there is something that you want to talk about yourself, you're welcome. So that I know you better, and then probably I can serve you better.
Thank you so much. My name is Mohammed Diaz, and I have 20 years of experience in software development field.
Wow.
And now I'm working in a company, BCare, which is a solution provider, software provider company in Saudi
Sorry,
Arabia.
can you
For
say the name again? I didn't hear it.
it's BCare,
Oh, B care. Okay.
yeah, BCare,
BCARE.
B,
B care. Okay.
yeah, it's BCare. It's a
Hello, Nias. Can you hear me? Hello.
now I'm
Yeah,
working as
we lost you. I lost you for about maybe half a minute.
I'm working in a BCare as a
Yeah.
DevOps configuration manager.
Okay.
So I did just PMP couple of months before. I have planned to do this ACP and want
Okay.
to move in my next chapter of life from development to management or through agile way.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
why I PMP and ACP.
Okay. Okay. Great.
I want to definitely get the certification, but of course, from great people like you to get the market experience. What should we exactly know to not just pass the exam, plus how to thrive in the market for as agile practitioner. So that's
Okay.
why just I'm just here.
Enrolled. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Good to know, Nias. Thank you. So
No,
yeah.
actually,
So
my role is as a DevOps programming software development, but I want
okay.
to move on the leading level or management level. That's why I want to do this PMP. I have done PMP 2 to 3 months before, but
Okay.
actually I want to learn this ACP also,
Okay.
yani Agile.
Okay. Okay, Nias. Understood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much. And I'm also a
Thank you.
master's in computer science, which I did 20 years before.
You are a master in computer science. I
Yeah,
got that. Which I did
from
from. I didn't get the second part.
no issue. I did computer science 20 years before from
Okay.
Pakistan, the
Okay.
Islamic University of Bahawalpur.
Okay. So where did you study? You studied in Pakistan. That's what I heard. Okay.
Yeah, in Bahawalpur city.
Oh,
Uh,
Bahawalpur. Okay. Okay.
yeah, it's
Okay.
near to
Great.
master's in computer science, and then of
Okay.
course 2 years graduation.
Okay. Okay. So thank you, Niaz, for the introduction. Okay. So there's nothing else right now, but we start with the course. Unless Niaz, you have any question?
No, sure,
Yeah.
please continue.
Okay. Thank you. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So this presentation is for me it's a bit verbose. So what so this will treat. I'm not going to read out every line here, which is it will be it doesn't make sense. When you can as well read it on your own if I do that. Yeah. So I'm not going to uh, I'm not going to read every line as in the presentation. Yeah. I'll probably cover broad level points, go into detail wherever required. Yeah. And when you read this on your or when you want to read this, you can do it on your own. Yeah. I won't run line by line here. So there is one thing. Um, so we have got two chapters today, or rather two parts to the presentation today. Yeah. One of them is the introduction part. Yeah, to the exam. Yeah. The eligibility required and the qualifications required, the experience required. So we'll look at all that. How is the exam? Yeah, and how long is the exam, and how many questions are there? So we look at all that. I guess you'll be familiar with all this because you have done PMP already. Yeah.
Yeah,
So by and large, the structure remains the same. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So we are
We
looking at
can we can pass this into quick because of course I know a couple of things.
yeah. So we'll go through this a little faster. Yeah.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And sorry for
Uh,
interruption.
yeah. So see, the world has changed a lot. Yeah. Since 1950s. Yeah. So now we have we can't imagine that about 20 years back there was no internet, there was no WhatsApp. Perhaps it was not there for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or the way we communicate. Like for example, this conference calls which we are doing now at almost an individual level. It was not possible about 20 years back. So things have changed a lot, but comparatively, PMI and PMP, they have remained fairly steady. Yeah. And maybe if you don't quote me, they have not really kept pace with what was happening. So now they are trying to correct it. They are trying to correct whatever was missing. And I think one thing which they feel that they have missed altogether, almost like 10 years, 10 years before, definitely Agile was there. I think Agile came up in 2001. Yeah, so it has been there for some time. And PMI was perhaps not paying much attention to it. So now they are, and that's why we have this PMI-ACP, PMI Agile Certified Practitioner. Yeah, this is what we have. And yeah, and probably yeah, it is gaining grounds now, whatever it has lost. Yeah, but still, I know the other folks like Scrum and they are also there. We can't overlook them. Yeah. So what is the exam is it's a usual exam like what we have in PMP. Yeah, multiple choice questions. uh, and um, yeah, and you have got four options to choose one of them, and the time limit is rather fixed, and you don't you have to work very fast, you have to go very fast, and without that you probably cannot um, you cannot clear the exam. Yeah, so it remains the same. There is not much difference between what PMP does and what ACP does. Yeah, so it's definitely if you have ACP, and this applies to PMP again, the way the exam is administered, yeah, and the level of what do you call security that they have. That for example, I can't go in your place. Yeah. There is enough security that you'll have to show your I-card, this, that, and so their exams are they take the exams very seriously. Yeah. I don't know the name, but some other companies who are in similar business, they don't take the exam so seriously. In fact, they combine training and exams together. So at the end of the training, probably they discuss the answers. So it's not really all that um, it's not all that strict, I would say. Yeah,
Mm.
anything goes. So comparatively, PMI is fairly well known, fairly reputed. So irrespective of whether it is this course or any other course, uh, you can't really do any what do you call hanky panky there. Yeah. Yeah. So we are going to look at so when we look at ACP, yeah, ACP is not one single method. Yeah, ACP is not one single method. ACP is like an umbrella. Yeah, it's an umbrella, and under the umbrella there are many methods, and those methods may not be exactly compatible with each other, but they adhere to they swear by the what we call as the agile mindset, yeah, and the agile methods. So there are many methods which are there. For example, you have Scrum is one method in agile. Kanban is another method in agile. Lean, extreme programming, XP, yeah, TDD, test driven development. So they're all different methods which evolved on their own during the with their own pace, with their own time, and sometime in 2001, all these folks came together and they said, we need to do something. They all were like you are and like I am. And yes, we came from I came from software into training. Motorola, Novel, it was all software management, managing software teams, that kind of a job. Yeah. So what was I saying? So the I lost it. One second, I lost the track. Yeah. So PMI's ACP certification is like it's an umbrella under which we have all these methods: Scrum, Kanban, Lean, Extreme Programming. Yeah. So sometime in 2001, yeah, that is where we were in 2001. So sometime in 2001, all these people came together. The the folks who were doing agile kind of they were using different methods. They were not using the standard what we used to call as the waterfall model. Yeah. You have parallel development and testing in parallel, and it used to be a V kind of a shape, and finally they would join together the testing part and the product and the product part, and then they would release it to the customer. So that was one model
Yeah,
which was used a lot. I have used it a lot, and I guess Niaz, you too would have heard and
yeah,
used
definitely.
waterfall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. So so they came together and they said these models which we have in software right now, they're not working. They are not working as they should. Yeah. So we have to take a we have to do something different in software. So this started with software. That is to note. Yeah, you should note that. But excuse me, excuse me. I keep on gulping this juice once in a while on my throat.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
parched. So this is from a fruit called kokum. Yes, the local name is kokum. It grows on the coastal parts. And it has
Uh-huh.
got a beautiful sour taste. So I regularly consume it. Yeah, COCUM is what they call. I don't know the exact English name. That this is more of a local name. Anyway, so we were talking about 2001. So these people came together and they said we need to do something different. And then as a result of that, the agile mindset that evolved. So they said, no, we will
Yeah,
not make a common method. We will not merge XP and Scrum. We will not merge Kanban and featured based design or something. We'll keep these methods separate. But all these methods will stick to the agile mindset. So that
Yeah.
is what was required. So we will start with what is meant by agile mindset. A little later we'll go to that. Yeah, we will cover the basic principles of agile, including you know the different methods and the agile mindset. So we'll get there very soon. Yeah. So Niaz, please tell me if I'm speaking too fast for you. Uh,
No, no, it's
it's okay.
it's fine. Everything
That's
is
fine.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
completely perfect.
Thank you. Great. I'm very happy to know that.
Yeah,
So
me too.
agile practices, um, yeah. So it is no more. So why should we go for a PMI ACP? Yeah. So contrary to the popular belief, yeah, that agile works only for software, yeah, that is not very true. Agile can work in non-software domains also. Say for example, some time back I was in last year in September, I think I had done a presentation to a company in Mumbai, and they were in they are in the cosmetics, healthcare, cosmetics kind of that kind of a business. I don't want to
Hmm.
name them. So they make a very popular brand of creams, night cream, day cream, male cream, gents cream, women's cream, all that.
Okay.
So they said we can. When I explained to them what was agile, they said,
Mm.
yeah, it can work well with our marketing and advertising kind of application. There we require agile because we keep on making changes all the time. No change is a final change. Yeah. The
Yeah.
market feeds us the latest data, and we keep on making. So it's not a so they're agile. They felt, yeah, it will definitely work. Or if you are in some research and development project, yeah, for whosoever, private sector, government sector, whatever, there also definitely agile is something which will come in very handy. Otherwise, the projects in these government companies, they take their own sweet time. They never get over.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep on they keep on going for decades. Yeah, so in such places which are not really software, yeah, so we have to change our thinking a little, that
Mm.
that this works for software. But initially, all the people who came together and gave this did the midwifery for this baby, yeah, they were all from software. They were all from software. but but now it is generally believed, and I don't have numbers for it, by the way. I have not come across a number which says, yeah, in 10 years back we had so many projects in agile, now it is so many. And we also cover, I mean, so much percentages from non-software. I wish there could be some such metric. Yeah, till then we have to rely on word of mouth and whatever people say. Yeah. So this course, or rather agile, gives you agility, flexibility, yeah, and of course customer value. Yeah. The PMI certification validates that your ability to demonstrate. I'm just reading this out. Yeah, forgive me for a moment, and I hope this drawing thing works. Yeah. So demonstrate practical knowledge of agile principles, tools, and techniques. Lead and collaborate effectively in agile teams. That is what you will get to know, learn from this course. Yeah. Um, yeah. Respond proactively to change and deliver value incrementally. Just a moment, please. One second. Just a moment. I think yeah, just a moment. I probably need to change this file. Please be on the call, Niaz.
Sure. No worries. No worries. No
I'm not
problem.
sure if I'm reading the right file. Seven. Yeah, we are back to the same document. I think there is no There is a small issue here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are here right now on
About contact,
eligibility. Sorry?
contact hours. About contact hours.
No, no, I'll come to that. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll come to that.
So,
Yeah. So eligibility requirements. So what is the eligibility required? So one is, if you have secondary degree or a higher certificate than that, yeah, then you require 20. It's there in the table as well. You require 28 contact hours of training in agile practices. So that is what we are doing now. 24 months of general project management experience within the last 5 years. Yeah. If you already hold a PMP or blah blah blah, PMI assumes that you have met this requirement. Yeah. 8 months of agile project experience within the last. So this is little. This has changed a little, and we have not updated this. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah, I know,
uh,
no worries at all. I have already read these things on their website
okay, great. So
because I'm a PMI
right now
member
it
also.
says. Sorry, you're a member of PMI as well. Yeah. So that
Yeah,
makes it
definitely.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now, what we require is we require, I think, 24 months of experience, yeah, over the last 5 years, and that makes you eligible for Agile. No, 24 months of experience in Agile, of course. Yeah. This next row, I'm sorry, next cell, Agile, next column, Agile project experience. I think that can be left out. Maybe it is redundant information. Yeah. Redundant. 28 hours is what you require for on training. You should go through a training which is 28 hours of duration, which is what we will ensure that, and you will also get a certificate. Yeah.
And this
Uh,
certificate will be eligibility to take the exam.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. See, I'll tell you honestly,
Yeah.
Niaz. Yeah, but right now I'm saying yes. It is. This certificate is good. Yeah, but still it is at the discretion of PMI.
Oh,
I cannot I cannot steal their thunder.
no, of
So
course not.
it is at their discretion, but practically, what whosoever has done courses with us, they have many of them have appeared for the exam. It means the certificate was good for them, and they have passed the exam and they're happy. So that, but still, is there a guarantee that PMI will not PMI will accept this? We can't do that. Even PMI themselves don't say that. If you call them, they say, yeah, it is based on case by case basis. We can't tell you in
Uh-huh.
general that is a rule. So we'll do it
Okay.
case by case. That is what they say. But from a business point of view, I think it makes a sense for them to have more and more exams, have more people going through exams.
No,
So they
actually,
generally
my
don't.
target is just to give exam and whatever is required. Uh, and if the certification is required from you, let's say this guy has done 28 hours or a couple of hours training with us, then definitely I will give exam. My point is, if it is required as essential certificate by PMI that somebody give you training, I just need that certificate. Of course, I will give exam on PMI-ACP.
Yeah. So we will give a certificate that this you have completed this training,
Yeah.
and that should work.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
see. Do our best.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. But all that I was trying to convey was that my influence with PMI is as much as anybody else's. Yeah. So I
No
can't
worries.
say
No
for
worries.
sure that this is what PMI will do based on the certificate that you have got. So it entirely depends on it's at their discretion what they do.
No issue. We are not
Okay.
special.
Yeah. 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 So number of questions in the exam will be 120, multiple choice, the usual A, B, C, D. And I don't think the new type of questions have yet made it to uh, ACP. The For PMP you have a couple of new types of questions. Am I right? Multiple
Yeah.
correct answers, for example, and I think they call it hotspots or something. And yeah, and then I think there are questions based on certain graphs and pictures and things like that. So I think there's a change in the PMP to some extent.
Yeah.
But I think in ACP they have not yet reached there. Yeah. So we have plain simple good old four four options. You choose one of them. Yeah. So
Uh,
exam duration is less. It is 3 hours compared to PMP. Sorry, Nias, आप कुछ बोल रहे
yeah,
थे?
my question is, with this training, will I also get some kind of mock questions for preparation of exam?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm saying a yes a bit, not with a great confidence, but yeah, yes. Generally, we do that. I'll just confirm when Ashish, my colleague, joins. We,
sure,
we
sure,
can
no issue.
confirm it.
Let's
Yeah. Okay.
continue on the presentation.
Yeah, sure,
Questions at
sure.
the end.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
So
we lost the focus.
yeah. So 3 hours is the exam duration. Question types are scenario-based, situational, knowledge-based questions. Yeah. There is no penalty for. I'm sure you know that for incorrect
Yeah,
answers. So you do attempt all the questions. Yeah.
yeah,
Delivery method is computer based, and I think this online proctored exam is probably not being offered nowadays. Yeah. I think you have to go to the exam center.
yeah.
During the
Last time
COVID
even I go to
times, they allowed the test to be taken from home, but I think there is no more. I think they have withdrawn that right now.
about
And
ACP. I don't
anyway,
know, but about
anyway, it
PMP,
was.
people can do like that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they can do that. And
About
anyway,
ACP, I don't know. About PMP, still people can make
oh,
exam
is it?
from home or office or from their proctor.
I didn't know that there were so many options. I thought they were offered because of COVID, and because COVID is now thank I mean touch wood, thank God the COVID is now there not there anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um. Okay. So I'll have to correct myself now. Yeah. What was I saying? Um. Yeah.
delivery method.
Yeah. I also heard some horror stories, if you want to say that, if you want to use that word. I think it is very risky to give the exam from home,
Yeah,
because if the
definitely.
connection breaks, PMI, they will just shrug their shoulder. I believe somebody whom I remotely knew, he lost the exam fees. I mean, he paid the exam fees, he appeared for the exam, and somewhere in the middle of the exam session, his connection got dropped or something
Yeah,
happened, and then they said sorry. You have to pay the fees again now. Uh, it was not our fault.
yeah,
It was a fault from your side or something. So I will be very, very wary if there is no real need for giving the exam from home and you still want to do that. So safer thing is to go to the test center.
yeah, definitely. As I did
So
last time.
yeah, so where do you live? Is it Riyadh or some other place?
Yeah, in Riyadh, in
You're Riyadh.
Riyadh,
So they would be
in the
having a
heart
test
of
center
Riyadh.
therefore I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, there are many.
There are many. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because here, Saudi Arabia, a lot of people are learning too much. Saudis, expats. Uh,
Mm.
within city, I think maybe I find it was related to more than 10.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
a big number. Yeah.
And this is
Okay.
just Riyadh city. Out
Mm-hmm.
of Riyadh, small cities, they have, of course, more.
Mm-hmm. In my place, Bangalore, I guess there are three or four. I'm not very sure. And then there are, of course, in all the places like Hyderabad and Trivandrum and Mumbai and all the places.
Mm.
Okay. So yeah. So yeah, delivery method is computer based. Okay. So now we have to go a little slow because we are now coming to the course proper. Yeah.
Yeah,
The exam covers a comprehensive range of topics, ensuring that certified practitioners are well versed. Blah blah blah. Yeah. In both breadth and depth. So now the subject of Agile is broken into 7 domains, as you would see on the screen. Yeah? Each domain has a corresponding percentage number of questions in the exam. Yeah?
yeah,
So domain one is plain simple Agile principles and mindset. Yeah? Nothing more than that. But it's very
yeah,
interesting, and yeah, suddenly you realize, how come I didn't know all this. It is so interesting and so useful. Yeah. So that is a domain that is about that in domain one, Agile principles and mindset. It is not just a method; it is also the mindset that is important. Yeah. Fosters on Agile mindset and adheres to agile principles and on in daily work. So we'll look at all this, what is meant by mindset, what is meant by principles, yeah, what is meant by manifesto. Yeah. Then we have domain 2, value driven delivery. So for a long time we have been talking about deliveries, yeah? Delivery in time, delivery within cost, within budget, delivery as per what the customer has had required. Yeah, you had your requirements documented. Yeah. So all that. But now the with agile there's a very subtle but still a very fundamental shift, and that is we are going to be what is important is not time, not budget perhaps, but what is important is value. So are we delivering value or not? Yeah. So that is what, at the end of the project, in the middle of the project, wherever you are, the question that you will constantly ask is that am I delivering value? Am I delivering value? Am I delivering value all the time? Yeah.
Yeah.
But one case and example which comes to my mind is the Sydney Opera House.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I believe Sydney Opera House has more visitors than what I think Taj Mahal has. Um, and it's a good what do you call it? It gives good revenue to the local government with so many visitors going there to the Opera House. I'm referring to Australia, Sydney Opera House.
Definitely.
Very interestingly, if you scratch the surface a little, you will realize that that project was delayed by 10 years. It took 10 years to get that project completed, and it went, I
Hmm.
think, 5 times or 6 times over budget. Of course it will, because of the time, with time inflation comes in, and value of money changes. Yeah. So that project was greatly delayed. It went over budget by a big number, but still it is delivering value. It's
Yeah.
delivering value. So day in and day out, daily there are visitors. They throng the place, and yeah, the government makes good money. There are, I think, programs there which are very expensive. I believe I have been to Sydney once, but never attended any of those programs. Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah, so that is domain 2, value driven. So
yeah.
what is value? How do we measure value? Yeah. For example, the regular method in PMP, yeah, which is EVM, earned value management. Yeah.
Well,
So that also comes in here. Net present value. So all the financial formulae which you would have learned during PMP will be useful here as well when we talk about value driven delivery. Yeah. Domain 3. Yeah. So this value driven delivery focuses on delivering value to the stakeholders and customers as early excuse me, and frequently as possible. There is one more agile what do you call principle, if you want to call it. Yeah. So we deliver to the customer, to the stakeholders and the customers as early. Yeah. So we don't wait for the entire project to be over. Yeah.
yeah.
And do the last acceptance test and then say, okay, boss, this is done, take it home. Yeah. Or we'll send it to your place. Yeah. No, in agile we don't do this. What we do here is that we deliver as early as possible. So we deliver what is working, what can be used by the customer. It fits into the customer's bigger picture. It is of value to the customer. We deliver that. We deliver it as early as possible. We deliver it as frequently as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
within 4 weeks, I have delivered the first version. Then every week I keep on delivering. Yeah.
yeah.
So we don't wait for the project to be over and then only deliver. Yeah. So that is very typical of agile, and we'll come through this again and again and again. Yeah. Domain 3 is stakeholder engagement. Yeah. So this is something which PMP does. PMP also talks about this, but there are some more interesting tools and techniques here, perhaps. Yeah.
Hmm.
So we do stakeholder engagement in Agile as well. Emphasizes active collaboration and engagement with all the stakeholders. So again, the key word is collaboration,
Yeah.
which also means that we cannot take a very rigid stand saying that, look, this is what we had discussed, this is what we had documented, this is what we had reviewed. Now there is no change. I'm sorry, that won't work. That doesn't
Yeah,
work in Agile. So in Agile,
yeah,
it is, you are collaborating all the time with
yeah.
your customers, and between you and the customer, between you and the stakeholder. Yeah.
Customer, stakeholders, team,
I'm sorry.
everyone who is a part of the project, they
Yeah.
collaborate.
Yes, they collaborate. You're right. That is domain 3. Domain 4 is team performance. Develop Develops and leads high performing, I'm sorry, agile teams. So we have teams in agile, like we have teams in other kind of projects also. Yeah? But the difference is that the team in agile is by default empowered. They call it SOT in some of the agile methods. Yeah, SOT, self organizing team. I think SOT. Yeah,
Yeah,
self, or I think self ordered or self, one of those two. Yeah, but basically the team is very powerful here. In agile, the
yeah,
team is very powerful. The team not just performs their own tasks, which anyway they will do, but they also take part in decision making. They also take part in, demonstrating, look, this is what we were supposed to deliver at the end of 1 week. This is what we have delivered. So they take very active part in delivery. They take very active part in decision making. And um, and as we will see, they're a very close knit team, and they're called as SOT, self organizing team, in agile. Yeah. So that is domain number 4.
cool.
Domain number 5 is adaptive planning. Yeah, enables iterative planning and adaptation as project conditions evolve. So it is in agile. We don't say that, okay, we have done the requirements, we have done the schedule, we have done the EV, the budget, and then it's all close now. Sorry, yeah, we'll not make any changes. Whereas in agile, we say no, we will have to do planning n number of times, iteratively, because things will change in the external world, and we'll have to absorb the whatever is the impact. Yeah. So we do iterative planning. uh, while planning, we keep on making adaptations to what we have created, yeah, as the project conditions evolve. So we are never in a state of stability. We are all the
Good.
time, you know running after something, looking at changes and all that. Yeah. So it's there. So planning is never a static thing for agile. It will be go on, even in PMP kind of thing. I would agree that there also we call it rolling wave. Am I right? So this is not very different from rolling wave, but rolling wave still is in terms of the dimensions, it is still at a higher level. Whereas here we are looking at intervals as small as 1 week, as small as 15 days, and those intervals are fixed, unlike what we have in rolling wave planning. But I think what's happening is people are kind of they're so much excited because of agile, and they don't realize that even the traditional thing what PMP professes, that was also not very wrong. They had got the right ideas, they too. But of course, now it is agile's what do you call, good times for agile. Yeah. Domain 6, problem detection and resolution. Yeah, these are typical quality, defects, rework, and all that. So that is what will come in domain 6. Yeah, problem detection and resolution identifies, analyzes, and resolves issues promptly to maintain project momentum. Yeah, we are maintaining issues promptly. We don't let the don't put them under the carpet. Yeah, we take care of them as soon as they come. Yeah, more about that when we go to domain 6. Domain 7 is continuous improvement. Um, Whether it is product, whether it is process, whether it is people. Yeah, we are looking at continuous improvement. Improvement never stops. I remember in my earlier jobs, we had this concept called as post-mortem. Once the project is over, you go through a post-mortem. Post-mortem is a very morbid word. People didn't like it then, so now of course they have dropped it. They call it harvest nowadays in some places. Yeah, that you reap the harvest at the end of the project. But the problem there was We used to look at things at the end of the project.
Mm.
Yeah. So the project is over in whatever shape, and now you are looking at it. You are looking at the harvest or what, or postmortem or whatever you want to call it, at the end. So it is of no use to the project which is over. Hopefully, some other project in future will use whatever we have learned. In Agile, what we are saying is no. Whatever we do is for ourselves. So whatever reflections we do, whatever discussions we do about how the project is doing, that will be current. That will be current. At the end of what we call as iteration, at the end of every iteration, there will be retrospection, yeah,
Yes,
or introspection.
retrospective.
Yeah. So there's a big change. It means whatever we have done in this project, wherever we have gone wrong, it will benefit us immediately and directly. So we do this continuous improvement through retrospectives. Yeah, I think it's called retrospective. There's a correct word.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
retrospective.
yeah, retrospective, and through that you correct the current situation as well. Yeah. So these are the 7 domains, fairly straightforward, I think, and easy to remember. Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
like yeah. So domain 1, agile principles. Domain 2, value driven delivery. Domain 3, stakeholder engagement. Domain 4, team performance. Yeah. Domain 5, adaptive planning. So we go to planning, back to planning. Domain 6, problem detection, the usual quality kind of detection, I guess. And domain 6, I'm sorry, domain 7 is continuous improvement of the product, process, and people. Yeah. So this covers the just the names of all the domains, yeah, what they look like. So within each domain, you have tasks, yeah, and you have knowledge areas, yeah,
mm,
testing, yeah, both theoretical understanding and within each domain you have what we call as tasks and tools, I think, yeah, and knowledge. So these two will go together, yeah, the tasks and tools and the knowledge, and that is how we will be delivering. Yeah. So there are, as I said, there's no single methodology in Agile. There are many methods working
yeah,
simultaneously, and each method has its own own principles, its own terms, own abbreviations. We'll try not to confuse you with different names, but sometimes it may be we can't help it. Yeah, the same thing will have two different names in two different methods. We sometimes cannot help it. Yeah. So some of the methods which are here, which are quite popular, yeah, Scrum is the one. So Scrum is perhaps, if I remember right, it is the most popular method in
yeah. I'm
Agile.
certified Scrum Master by the way,
Oh, you are a CSM? Yeah, me too. I am also certified Scrum Master. Yeah.
and product owner also.
Sorry, product owner. I'm not that. Yeah, so
Mm.
I have to catch up with you
I'm
sometime.
PMP certified Scrum Alliance Scrum Master, Scrum Alliance product owner.
Okay, I'm also PM, Scrum CSM from Scrum Alliance.
Yeah.
I don't know this product development yet. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so let's get back. Thank you for letting me know
Anyway,
that you know Scrum. So
no worries.
Scrum is a method, yeah, which is quite popular. We'll look at Scrum in great detail some little later. And again, you are already aware of it, perhaps. Kanban is strictly not a agile method. It is somewhere in the boundary of lean and or the intersection of lean management. So they use lots of lean management principles and the agile part. So there's the intersection of the two. It is interesting. You have these. We have these columns showing different stages, different states, and the product features going through each stage separately. We'll see that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
The um, the time in the queue, the time to deliver. So there are some interesting things in Kanban. Yeah. Lean is yet another. It's not strictly agile, but yeah, we have lean management. Extreme programming is another method which is also called as XP. I have
Yeah.
been hearing of extreme programming since 30 years.
Mm.
It's also so two two folks come together, yeah,
Yeah.
and one of them does the development, the other does the testing, and then they switch roles. Yeah, the tester becomes the developer becomes tester, and that's how the life proceeds. That's called as
Yeah.
extreme programming, which was popular some 30 years back. I'm not sure if it is still practiced. Yeah. Test driven development, TDD. Crystal is another very easy and simple but interesting method. We'll look at that too. And then finally we have feature driven development, FDD. So these are methods which are practiced, yeah, in probably in the same in the order of their popularity. So we'll surely cover Scrum in detail. We'll cover Kanban in detail. We will cover extreme programming. We will also look at Crystal because it's interesting. And then of course we have feature driven development. We'll look at this too, especially the reversal of the triangle, which comes in which came through FDD. Yeah, so we'll talk about that. Candidates are blah blah blah, vocabulary, role, artifacts, ceremonies, and unique traits of each methodology, as well as how to blend the practices into to fit different project needs. Yeah. So,
Can
so
I
we I think
can I
we will take a. I'm
can I ask
sorry.
a question?
Yes,
Uh,
please.
these all things which we are going to study. This is a latest examination criteria or syllabus which we will cover.
Yeah, we are
Because,
covering a fairly uh, recent.
okay.
I don't think there'll be. I'll just cross check since you have asked this question. Yeah, but I think there
Yeah.
should be
Sure.
we should not be any problem there. So we started the call at about 5:30 p.m. my time. It
Mhm.
is six. No, it is yeah. It is about 1 hour in the call. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I need a quick break. Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
I'll,
10
I'll be
minutes.
back
5 minutes.
about.
How you suggest?
We'll come back. I'll come back in 5 minutes. And then
Because I have to recite Salah here. So let's break for 10 minutes after each hour. What is your criteria? Because this is four
it's okay.
hours class today, daily basis.
Today will
Sorry.
be. Let us see whether it will be 4 hours or less. Yeah. Right now I'm okay with 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
So
See you
I'll
after 10
rejoin
minutes.
after 10 minutes. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Niyaz.
Thank you.
GRI
This conference will now be
GRIFFIT
recorded.
Griffith. That's also a good book. Yeah.
Mm.
Uh, Practice exams, take full length mock exams to familiarize with yourself with the format and gauge your readiness. Yeah. Study groups, join local communities. We'll also form study groups at our end. Yeah. Practical experience, apply agile practices in real world projects to strengthen your understanding. Yeah. And utilize exam specific guides, for example PMI-ACP exam preparation book. Yeah, exam preparation, there's a book by the same name. Yeah, use that's a very good book.
Uh-huh.
If you use that, you'll be yeah you'll find it easier to understand agile. Yeah. Application process, candidates must submit an online application through the PMI website. Yeah. Requires detailed documentation. One of the application Once the application is reviewed and approved, candidates can schedule their exam at a convenient time and location. The exam fees vary depending on the if you have membership or not. Yeah. Again, you are
Mhm.
familiar with that. Yeah. So
Of
PMI
course, of
members,
course. I,
there is lower exam fee. Yeah.
mm,
And non-members pay a higher exam fees. Yeah. But with membership you get other benefits as well. Yeah. So you should go for membership. You get a discount on the exam as well, a discount on the exam fees as well. After passing the exam, the candidates are awarded PMI-ACP certificate credential, yeah, and they may use it
mm,
for whatever purpose. Um, Exam fee is structured based on your membership. Yeah. For current PMI members, the exam fees is typically lower, making membership a cost-effective option for many candidates. As of 2025, These things now keep on changing. Yeah, PMI members pay an exam fee of USD 435, while non-members pay USD 495, and it's equivalent in the local currencies. Yeah,
Yes.
so it is advisable to go with the membership.
Definitely. As I told you before, I'm a PMI member. I'm a PM
Yeah.
being
Okay.
certified.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's start it out.
Yeah. So there are of course, we have to maintain the credential. You have to earn PDUs
Yeah.
over 3 years. Yeah. Currently, we require 30 PDUs for PMI-ACP over 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Failure to earn PDUs, you may lose your certification. They have a grace period, I think. Once you cross that, then you lose your certification. So what are the benefits of PMI-ACP certification? Increased recognition, expanded career opportunities, validation of practical agile knowledge, enhanced credibility with employees, peers, and clients, access to a global network of PM certified professionals, which anyway would be there with any other certification as well. Continuous learning and professional growth, blah blah. Yeah. So this is about the exam. Okay. Now we are trying to we are trying to get a little deeper in the subject itself. Yeah. So we will, as I said, no, I was using the words tools and knowledge
Yeah.
rather loosely. Yeah. The correct term is tools and techniques. That is what will come with each knowledge area, each domain. I'm sorry. So the terminology is domain, and under each domain there are 7 domains. Under each domain there are TNTS, yeah, which is
Mm.
tools and techniques, and under each domain you also
Okay.
have knowledge and skills, K&SS. Yeah. So these are the new abbreviations which have come with Agile. Yeah.
Hmm.
So what are these? Yeah. So the Agile toolkit, TNTs and K&SS. Yeah. Um, so this is a well equipped toolkit. Yeah. And what do we have in so when we say tools and techniques, TNTs, these are the actionable elements that agile teams use to deliver value efficiently. Yeah. Examples may include user stories and backlog management. Yeah. Creating, prioritizing, and refining. So some work which you actually do. Yeah. Or Kanban boards and burn charts. Yeah. Visualizing workflow, tracking progress to increase transparency and foster continuous improvement. Time
Mm.
boxing, I think we'll discuss about time boxing in a greater detail very soon. Yeah. Time boxing and iterative development. Yeah. So this is also part of the toolkit. Yeah. Retrospectives and reviews. Yeah. Facilitating regular reflection and feedback. Agile estimation techniques using methods like planning poker, t-shirt sizing, very interesting methods that they have. T-shirt
Yeah.
sizing. So
Small,
the
medium, large.
yeah. So, yeah, small, medium, and large. You're right. Extra large as well. What was I trying to say? Yeah. So the basic concept here, yeah, for the want of a better word, the basic concept here is that they say measurements or maybe estimations cannot be done absolutely. Whereas if you measure the um, what do you call if you measure if you compare, measurement becomes easier. So it is easy to compare, and difficult to have an absolute number. Say for example, there's a big there's a train called as Konkan Railway on the western coast of India, and it
Hmm.
is it is a, it is supposed to be an engineering marvel. Yeah. So there are very deep valleys there and all that. So at some place they have a very big, what do you call, column to hold the rails, to hold the train rails. So the article in which this was discussed, they said that that particular pillar is twice the height of Qutub Minar, which
Oh,
makes it very easy to understand. But if you just give the
mm,
number, it is so many meters, so many feet. It doesn't make sense to people. But what makes sense is, yeah,
okay.
it is twice the height of Qutub Minar. So that
Mm,
makes a, yeah, suddenly people it strikes. Yeah. So comparison works better when it comes to estimation is what agile people say, and we'll come to that. We'll come to what is planning poker, what is t-shirt sizing, or story points. So the measurements in agile are generally done in terms of story points.
yeah.
So what is a story point? And we compare the story points, and we'll come to all that a little later. Yeah? But just to evince your interest in this, so we have got very interesting methods of estimation, sizing, yeah, effort estimating. Yeah? Knowledge and skills are also part of the
Mm,
kit. Yeah. So
mhm,
agile success also hinges on the depth of understanding and interpersonal abilities that guide team, blah blah blah, through uncertainty and key areas. So what are the key areas in knowledge? Yeah. So one is servant leadership.
yeah.
Yeah. This is something which is so a leader normally, normally leads. Yeah. He's at the front of the queue. Yeah, and leading the team. Whereas in agile, the leader is supposed to be not someone who is driving from front, but it is somebody driving from back. Yeah. So the role of a leader is servant leader. Yeah.
Yeah, certainly.
Servant leader may mislead you also. So servant leader ensures that people in the team, they are working to their best of their capabilities. Yeah, they are not called for some work which is not important for the project. Yeah, for example, there's an expert in your team. I'm sure he or she would be everybody would be pouncing on this person. So whenever he gets free, they would he or she, they would want that person to work on their project. So so that such experts, they work on a project without any hindrance. Yeah, without any digressions. That is what the leader will ensure, that such digressions don't happen. Somebody is not pulled up for a conference or something when there is an important project delivery, for example. Yeah. Of course, servant leader will also ensure that the project team members follow the right process. Yeah, they get recognition, they get growth in the organization. So that's what a servant leader does. Yeah, servant leader does not lead the project as such. Yeah, it doesn't mean that the servant leader supplies you coffee or tea all the time. That is not the idea. But the idea is that to facilitate people to offer, to give their best. Servant leader ensures that such a thing happens. Yeah. And servant leader again is a facilitator also. Yeah. So again, a facilitator by definition does not get into a topic. He stays out, or she stays out, and and ensure that that everybody contributes. It goes into the records. Yeah, there are that whatever they are talked about is prioritized. So all that will be facilitator's job. Yeah. So leading by empowering others, as I said, that is called SOT, self-organizing team. Yeah, empowering others, resolving obstacles. Yeah.
Yeah,
So project team members would raise what is called as obstacles, or very the correct term used in this context is called as impediments. Yeah, impediments. So the generic term. So your team members will raise impediments. They will talk about impediments, and as a project or as a servant leader, you are supposed to remove those impediments as much as you can. So there are three kinds of impediments. One is obstacles. Yeah. The second is I think it is yeah, I'm unable to recall the name of the second type. Maybe I'll recall it after some time. And the third one is
sure.
constraint. Yeah.
Yeah,
So obstacles are things which you can remove. Yeah, you put in some effort. Yeah, you assign people. They can remove obstacles. Yeah, and there is one more category which comes before obstacles, which is which is easy to do. Yeah, you just make a phone call, just send a mail, and things happen. Yeah, so they are very minor impediments. Yeah, slightly major impediment will be um, the obstacle, for which you have to spend some effort. The team has to give some effort and overcome the obstacle. And the third and the most difficult impediment is constraint. That is something which you cannot change. Yeah, if there's a government policy, yeah, if there is a if there is an industry policy which you have to follow, you have to follow. You can't change that. Yeah. So so those will be constraints, and the project will have to work around the constraint. Yeah. Somehow find a path out, find a way out, and work around the impediments. So yeah, leadership, the servant leadership will ensure that impediments are taken care of. And project team members who are experts, they are not bothered by somebody just like that. Yeah. Adaptability and problem solving. So we are all the time open. We are all the time open to whatever the world has to give to us, throw at us. Yeah. So we adapt to whatever inputs we get. We are constantly changing, constantly adapting. Yeah. And problem solving. So we take a logical view of problems and solve them, and not take a subjective view and solve them. Yeah. So responding to change with flexibility and a solutions oriented mindset. Yeah. So till now I think the mindset was not solutions oriented, it was process oriented. Yeah. So you follow these processes, things will happen automatically the project will succeed. That doesn't happen. You have to look at both the product as well as the process. Yeah. Now we know that. Yeah. So you need to think of solutions. How best can I solve the problem, instead of how instead of being saying that we can't do it, it is impossible, blah blah blah. Yeah. So we need to have solutions oriented mindset, and of course we need to be flexible. Yeah. And any and every suggestion is good. Yeah. We need to be flexible. Effective communication is also a part of the knowledge and skills. Yeah. Ensuring clear open channels between team members, stakeholders, and customers. So here there's an interesting point which perhaps will come later also. How do we create in agile projects, this is important. How will we create a culture where people are not afraid to talk? Yeah, where people are open, the culture is accepts accepts things which have gone wrong, or whatever. So you create a culture where people are not scared, they are not reserved, and they are open. They tell what the problems are, they give solutions if it is possible. Yeah. So that is effective communication, ensuring that we give the word used in agile is psychological, what they call as, no, I'm not able to write it here. Psychological space. Yeah. So give each, I'm unable to write it here. Psychological space. Yeah, now I could write the entire thing. So yeah, give psychological space. Let people have allow people, be open for people to come and talk to you and solve their problems. Yeah. So you give them sufficient space. So that reminds me. So there's a company in India by name Tata. They're a big name. Probably by the market capitalization, they are number 2 or number 3. Yeah. So in that some years back, at least, may not be now. I've not confirmed that. But some years back, they had this very interesting ceremony. Yeah. Every year they would give they would give awards to projects which have failed. Yeah. The projects which have failed used to get awards, and of course, not that they were trying to be sarcastic. Yeah. Not that they're trying to be sarcastic. It is they are rewarding those people who have shown the courage, who have shown the courage to do something different. Yeah. And that needs to be rewarded, even if it doesn't go anywhere into the production. Yeah. But there's a practical solution that you have found out. You have taken pains. You have fought people who were not in favor of you. So you deserve to be awarded, and that's what they used to do. Every year, I think there used to be some 5 or 10 such awards. Yeah. So that is yeah. So allow people to make mistakes. Do not always berate them if they make mistakes. It's okay. So there was one story in IBM. So some person who had just joined, he was an intern, and he broke something very precious. Yeah. Something costing perhaps a couple of $1 million. So his boss's boss called him to his office, and this person was shivering. He thought he told he told his boss that I'm sure you're going to terminate me, you're going to fire me because I have made this mistake. He said, no, we have spent money on your education. That is how we look at it. Yeah, you got some experience, you got education out of it, so that's okay. So we are not firing you. We do not want the experience to go out of the company. There's the precious experience that you had. So stay here, and we are not firing you. So again, another example of a culture which is
Yeah,
accommodative and allows space. Yeah. Just a moment, please. My
sure.
AC hasn't turned off. I thought it had. Yeah. So agile mindset and principles. Yeah. So finally, sorry, this was not supposed to be there. Yeah. Agile mindset and principles. There's also a part of the knowledge that you need to have. Yeah. Embracing values like customer collaboration, responding to change, and delivering working solutions frequently. Yeah. So again, the keywords are delivering frequently, delivering what is working frequently. Yeah.
Mm,
Uh, Stakeholder engagement. Yeah.
yeah,
Stakeholder engagement actively involving all parties in the project to ensure alignment and shared understanding. Yeah.
yeah,
These TNTs and K&S, they form the backbone of agile practice. Yeah. Unless we know this, we cannot use agile. Yeah. Um, so we will look at each domain now, at a greater level of detail. Yeah. What are the tools and techniques required? Yeah. The definition first of all. Yeah. Then the tools and techniques required. Then the knowledge and skills required in each of these domains. Yeah. I'm sorry, I have to take a 2 or 3 minute break. It was very cold here. Yeah. So I'll come back in 2 or 3 minutes. Excuse me, please.
take your time. No worries at all.
Thank you.
See you.
Yeah, I'm back on the call. Yeah, yeah, this is working. So we'll look at each domain now. Hmm? The definition, as I said, definition T and T and K and S, K and S. Yeah, that's what we'll look at. So agile principle and mindset, domain number 1. Yeah, the foundational beliefs, values, and attitude that form the basis for an agile approach. Yeah. So first of all, we should believe in what we are saying. If you are doing a delivery every week, you should be confident, sure that this is how it is going to work. Yeah? I have a strong belief that this will succeed. This will work. Yeah? Values, for example, a value would be stakeholder engagement. A value will be collaboration. You will never, you will not try to what do you call? You'll cooperate. You will collaborate with these people and not try to undercut them or something. Yeah. And of course, you need an attitude that this will work. It's something new, but still work. Yeah. Emphasize customer collaboration. So customer and you're working together and not as separate teams. Yeah. Adaptability and delivering incremental value. Yeah. Tools and techniques. One would be servant leadership, which we discussed in a great detail some time back. Yeah. Leading from the back and not leading from the front. That would be servant leadership. Removing impediments would be servant leadership. Of course, in no, this is there in Scrum, that you have this daily stand up. May not be stand up, daily Scrum. You can sit around. That's also okay, perhaps. You don't have to stand up always. So if you when you do this the Scrum meeting, the daily Scrum, yeah, one purpose of that meeting is to bring forth the impediments, yeah, and get them solved as soon as possible by the servant leader. Yeah. So yeah, so that's one tool and technique, servant leadership. Agile frameworks. So we'll look at these two: Scrum, Kanban, XP. Yeah. Transparency and feedback loops. Um, there are if you go to some of these upmarket restaurants and hotels, yeah, I see them practicing a lot of transparency. So they have this glass screen there, and the kitchen is just behind the glass screen, and you can see whatever is happening. Yeah, whatever they're doing, whatever ingredients they are putting in your dish which you have ordered. So it's complete transparency. Of course, it doesn't mean that you can go in the kitchen and tell them what to do. Yeah, that will be that probably will not be allowed. Yeah, from hygiene point of view also. But otherwise, they maintain complete transparency. Yeah. Everything what you want to see is visible there. Nothing is hidden from you. Something similar would happen in projects also if you follow Agile. Yeah. That if you provide transparency to the customer, to the stakeholders, to the project team, then this is where we are. Yeah. I'm sorry, we goofed up. I'm sorry, we are delayed. Yeah. So complete transparency. Yeah. Feedback loops. Feedback loops should be very short. The shorter the loop, the better it is. Yeah. If it is a long loop, by the time the feedback is given, you don't even know what happened. Well, why is this feedback? What is the relevance of the feedback? Yeah. So very short loops, which again come through the daily Scrum, for example. Yeah. Daily Scrum is a short feedback loop. Yeah. So or more than that, the review. Yeah. At the end of the iteration. Yeah, that's also a very short feedback loop. Yeah. Retrospectives and continuous improvement. So you are once in a while, not exactly once in a while, but at the end of each iteration, yeah, you hold a retrospective. and then look at what went right in the process, what went right with the people, what did not go right with people and the process. And then as a result of that, you draw continuous improvement. You create continuous improvement because you're doing retrospective very frequently. If I remember right, I think the continuous improvement needs you to take feedback from the retrospective meeting, and I think there's a maximum limit there, that you cannot have more than 3 action items coming out from the retrospective. There's a limit there. It may not be 3, maybe slightly higher. But what they're saying is that do not gather too many action points at the end of retrospective, and do none of them. So you gather lots of huge, very interesting inputs, very encouraging inputs, but at the end nothing gets implemented because there are so many of them. You don't know where to start from. So what Agile says is that when you do a retrospective, come out with a very, very limited number of action items. Do not come out with the action item was the word which I was trying to get to. Yeah. So yeah. In a retrospective, come out with practical action items and not with too many of them and too impossible of them. Yeah. The knowledge and skills required here would be understanding Agile values and principles. For example, Agile manifesto. Yeah. Familiarity with Agile methodology and terminology, embracing the growth mindset and openness to change. Yeah. So growth mindset is again something which was not talked about so much in the earlier traditional conventional projects. Yeah. So growth mindset means whatever has gone wrong can be corrected. It is not a problem with me. It is a problem. It's a problem. We'll solve it. But that doesn't mean that I'm stupid, or I don't deserve something or whatever. Yeah. Okay. One second. I have a message which. Okay. I'll make the screen full
Yeah,
size.
please.
So how
And
do
why
I?
don't you choose Zoom over this tool? Go to
Sorry. Why not use Zoom over? Go to. Okay.
this.
We have been traditionally with Go to for a long, long time. So yeah, maybe we can think of it, but right now I think I don't know. So I have made it full screen now. Is it better?
No,
No?
no,
Okay. So I think the only way is to
because
increase
this
the
tool is taking too much space as bottom, at top, and I don't know how to handle it.
yeah, we need to look at it. Is it better now? I've
Yeah, it is
zoomed it a
better
bit.
now. Yes, yes, it's better now.
Yeah, this is good.
So,
What about now? Now
yes,
this
it's
is
fine.
superb.
Yes, superb. Yeah, really.
Yeah. Okay, superb. Great.
Yeah, this is good.
ठीक है अच्छा है, ये चलेगा. So understanding agile values and principles, like for example Agile manifesto. Yeah. Familiarities with methodology and terminology, embracing a growth mindset. If we're talking about growth mindset, so they did an experiment in a US school, and they chose two different groups. Those who practiced the growth mindset, and those who did not practice I think that was called as some other mindset. I forgot the name of that other mindset, not the opposite of growth. But anyway, so what they found was that those who have growth mindset, they do better in their lives. They are more successful in their life. They are calmer. Yeah, they are composed. And growth mindset would mean that whatever problem occurs, you don't take it as a personal problem, like something wrong with me. There's
Mm,
nothing wrong with you. You
mm,
need to overcome. You need to find out how things can go better. Yeah,
yeah,
maybe. So in agile also, we should be using the same growth mindset. Yeah. So embracing a growth mindset, we have seen this, an openness to change, ability to foster an agile culture. Yeah, so impart it to others as well. So team performance is the second one. Domain definition: building, developing, and nurturing high performing cross functional teams to deliver value. Focuses on collaboration, trust, and collective leadership. Again, collaboration is
Yeah.
being talked about. Is trust is being
Yeah.
talked about here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are some some teams, some cultures where people are they don't trust each other. Yeah. I know a company where my one of my friends used to work. I can't name the company, of course. So there it was a very low trust culture. People used to hoard the knowledge.
Yeah.
They used to hoard information so that their
Mm.
job remains secure. Yeah. So since I'm holding this information, yeah, people can't throw me out because I'm the
Yeah.
only one who knows about this and somebody else doesn't know. So that is perhaps will not work with agile. You need to create a culture or a ambience where people trust each other and they're open with each other. And there's a collective ownership. So this is very interesting. Yeah. The on one hand it is good, yeah, that we own things collectively. We don't blame one person. We don't nail one person for something which has gone wrong. We say
Mm.
it is a team's fault if it happens. It is team success also if success
Yeah.
happens. Yeah, that's collective leadership. But at the same time, the other side of the story is that it does not give us what we call um, the own who owned the mistake, or it does not give you any idea, idea of who went wrong. Yeah. And you can easily cover people who are not doing all that well, or they'll cover themselves better perhaps, who are not doing that well. And those who are not performing high and those who are not
Mm.
performing well, they may also they may also get rewarded, which is a
Good.
problem perhaps. I remember in one company where I used to work,
Mm.
at every 6 month interval
Mm.
they would give best team award. Yeah.
Okay.
So best team award would go to the person, to the team which was doing best, and it will also go to other people who work indirectly with the project, like for example the quality group, for example the IT group, yeah, for example the process group. So these side groups which were not directly a part of the project, they were only like advisors. They were only like you go to them if you have a problem, yeah, not otherwise. So they also used to get rewarded, and some people had this issue that why do we reward these people who are not working directly on the project? How come they so it's a bit of an issue, and you have to handle it carefully. Yeah. Collective ownership.
Mm.
Tools and techniques, that team charter. This team charter is something which is new, I think, which came in Mimbok 7 or somewhere. Yeah, team charter. So
Yeah.
like we have a project charter between the I think my video is off, it looks like. I didn't notice it. One second, let me try to turn it on. And now it's working. But now, yeah, here we are. Yeah, team charter. So we draw a team charter. We create a team charter. It's a written document. It's something which people have signed on. Yeah, and that
Mm.
says how will this team work? What would be the overriding values of this team? Yeah, what
Mm.
would be some practices in the team? For example, what even mundane things like meetings. Yeah? When do we hold meetings? What is the preferred time, yeah, to hold meetings? Don't hold meetings towards the evening. Some people would like to go home. They may have some urgent business back home. So don't assume that people will stay for meetings, for example. Or
Agree.
communication issues, like how soon do we respond to an email? Yeah?
Yeah.
Or is WhatsApp something which we have agreed upon as a means of communication?
Mm.
Are we going to are we going to take WhatsApp seriously? So what would be the team's communication norms, team's meeting norms? All of that will go into the team charter. Yeah.
Hmm.
Team agreement and working agreements. Yeah. So there are always agreements between team members as to who delivers to whom and how does it proceed and all that. Pair programming and swarming. Yeah. So pair programming refers to a specific
Yeah.
XP practice. Yeah. So there you work with the two individuals who work together. One of them is a developer, the other is this is a software environment, and the other is a tester, and then they swap roles. The tester becomes the developer becomes a tester. Yeah. And that is how their life goes. Yeah. So that is good, very good in fact. One, it removes indispensability. Yeah. So some person leaving is not a big crisis. Yeah. It's okay. We have the pair, one of the pairs. Yeah. Now if both of them leave, then it's a problem. But I hope that
Yeah.
probability of both reducing will be less. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probability both leave.
Yeah.
The second, second what do you call advantage is that you have clear ownership now. Yeah. Who has done what? Swarming is another technique which is used in I think safe agile. Yeah? In safe agile, I think that is where the word has come from, swarming. In swarming, what you do, like you have these bees, yeah, honey bees. They all focus on their hive and go there together. Yeah. All of them in a big number. Something similar can happen in a project also. That you have a problem at hand. The problem is tough. People are breathing on your neck. It is an important deliverable for the company. Then you form a team of all possible experts, developers, this and that, and then give them the problem that collectively solve this problem. Yeah. And you provide them whatever support they require, the information they require, the chai, coffee they require in between, the pizza they require. You provide all that, so it's a big team formed for a very quick purpose. That is what is forming. Yeah. And yeah, and they hopefully solve the problem. Yeah. Daily stand-ups in scrums, we know, you meet for 15 minutes every day at the same time, at the same place. Yeah. And all the days of the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are only three things which you discuss there in these meetings. One, what have I done in the last 24 hours? Two, what will I do in the next 24 hours? And three, what is an impediment for the next
Yeah.
24 hours? That's it. Nothing else gets discussed there. No solutions are discussed. If you want to do that, go outside the meeting and do it later. And the Scrum Master makes a note of what is happening, especially the impediments, and how do I remove them.
Yeah. Being a servant leader.
I'm sorry.
Being a servant leader, how can I
Yeah,
remove that impediments?
yeah. Being a servant leader, yeah, I'm a servant leader. Yes. Yeah. Feedback mechanism. So again, like stand-up is a feedback mechanism. Retrospect is a feedback mechanism. Demonstration at the end of the iteration is again is a feedback mechanism. So
Feedback.
we have
Yeah.
to practice these. Knowledge and skills required, interpersonal abilities, and emotional intelligence. So are you okay dealing with people from different places? Yeah. Um, are you good at developing relationships with people? Of course, for the work that is being done. Yeah. Emotional intelligence. So are you? It's a big topic, emotional intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Uh, but broadly speaking, yeah, this is my favorite topic, so I tend to go overboard with this. And allow me to
Sure.
go overboard once again.
Sure. Sure.
Uh, so, so you have we are talking about int, emotional intelligence. One second,
Yeah.
different color will do now. Yeah, I'll use this color. So emotional intelligence. See, for a long time, what was what was assumed by people in the business especially was that what is required at work is being non-emotional. Yeah? Keep your emotions out when you get into your office. Yeah? You don't have to carry them with you. So maintain a absolutely emotion-less approach to work problems. But then they later found that is wrong. It doesn't work that way. Yeah? People have emotions. Those emotions come with them. They cannot be kept outside the office hangar or somewhere. Yeah. So emotional intelligence is a reality. Yeah. And I think there are five. I don't know what to call them. Five steps or five points about this. So one is self-awareness. So am I aware of my own emotions? Many times we are not aware. Surprisingly, we are carried away by the emotion. Yeah. So we are attending a very interesting talk. Yeah. Or you're driving, let us say. Yeah, forgot about talk. You're driving, yeah, and suddenly a ball of maybe a football comes across the road, and you press your brake very hard, and then there's a boy following that ball, yeah, and that boy is saved. So the action that you took there of pressing the brake, you wouldn't have been aware of that. It would
Yeah.
happen at a subconscious level. Yeah. It's not that you thought, okay, now this ball is of this color, it's of this size, this shape, blah blah blah. Yeah. No, you won't think of that. Yeah. You will immediately apply the brake without any analysis. That is self-awareness. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware, I'm aware of my own emotions. I'm aware of my anger. I'm aware of my depression. Yeah. I'm aware. So once I am aware, then the second thing which comes is self-control.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if I'm aware, I can control. If I'm aware that I'm angry, then I can reduce. I can be less angry. When I'm aware that I'm biased against somebody, I'm aware, so I'll reduce the bias. I'll reduce. So that is I can control if I have awareness. The third thing is uh, others' emotions. My words may not be exact here, yeah? But basically because I'm aware of self. I can control myself. I can also now get others emotions into, I can sense others emotions. I can be aware of others emotions as well, and based on what I am aware of about with others, I can form good, friendship, good collaboration. Yeah, because I now know what this person thinks emotionally. He or she knows that from my side as well. Yeah. So I'm sorry. So doing this, we sense others emotions. Yeah. Because of which we can form good social bonding, which will help you to do the work better. And fifth is, all of this is good, but this should also be pushed, or this should also be accompanied by motivation. So this should lead to better motivation. It is not only theoretical that I know I'm angry most of the time. I know how to control my anger. No, it should finally lead to something which I do. I am motivated to perform, motivated to do. So that is, in short, emotional intelligence. Maybe a 5-minute summary. I don't intend to get this on the screen. I don't know why it comes again and again. Yeah. So that's a rather long description of emotional intelligence. I hope it was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's really
Yeah,
great.
motivating and yeah, motivating and developing your team. So there are motivation theories which we'll perhaps look at.
Mm.
Conflict resolution strategies, again, we'll probably look at that later. It includes things like um, Thomas Kilman chart, Thomas Kilman graph. Yeah.
Mm.
Fostering psychological safety and inclusivity.
Mm.
Again, the same point
Yeah.
that create a culture where people are psychologically safe.
Same.
If they come and give, so in the earlier days there used to be an expression, shoot the messenger. Yeah. So the messenger comes there, panting, breathing heavily, saying that this is a message that I have for you, and the message is not so good. Maybe it says that some place, or there has been a whatever, some big catastrophe or something. Yeah. And you get so angry, you meaning the king to whom this is presented, he gets so angry or she gets so angry that they shoot the messenger. So if you shoot the messenger, nobody would want to become a messenger.
Yeah.
Next time on, will be careful. Why should I go and put my life in danger? Let
Yeah.
me keep the facts to myself. Let me keep the issues to myself. Whenever they will come out, they'll come out. Right now,
Yeah,
I don't.
definitely. Until
So
it's dangerous, don't make danger things.
yeah, so people will keep the problems to themselves if
Yeah,
there is no
that's
psychological safety.
yeah.
And then inclusivity. Yeah? So we
Mm,
have this tendency to look at people who are like us, yeah, who
mm,
speak the same language maybe, yeah, who perhaps look the same and who perhaps on an average have this kind of a height, yeah, or this kind of this is the how they speak high pitch or low pitch, or they sometimes they scream or whatever. So they look for all this, and then we look at people who are like us and get
yeah,
friendly with them, yeah,
yeah,
and do business with them. That is wrong. We should include people who are different, yeah, inclusivity. Don't leave people out because they look different, or because their skin color is different or whatever, yeah. So include them in what you do.
mm,
So encourage diversity, as they say, yeah.
yeah,
Then domain number 3, stakeholder engagement, yeah.
mm,
Effectively involving and collaborating is important. Collaborating with stakeholders to maximize value, manage expectations, because stakeholders have expectations. And unless you clarify to them that those expectations may not be met, they will assume that they'll be met. So they have expectations in the larger scheme of things, and we have to always manage their expectation, which does not mean that you will meet what they want. You will do what they want.
yeah,
We can make them aware. I'm sorry, it will not come in this release. It will come in the next one. Yeah? We can't accommodate any more in this. Yeah, or it is. I'm sorry, it is too late now. Yeah, we are already in the production stage. So now we cannot call it back. So I'm sorry, we have to wait till the next release or something. So manage expectations does not mean that you completely listen to whatever the customer wants. Yeah. Ensure a shared understanding throughout the project life cycle. Yeah. So stakeholder and ourselves should be in sync. Yeah. Have a shared understanding of what is going on, what is going to happen, what could be the problems. Yeah. And this should happen throughout the project. Sometimes what happens, this happens at the beginning and at the end. Yeah, people are together. In between, where there's a maximum amount of effort spent, people are not, they don't have shared understanding. They're on their own, yeah, because they want to get things done. Yeah. So take care that this happens throughout the project and not just at the beginning when you meet all the stakeholders, and at the end when you deliver to the stakeholders. In between, you do things on your own. Don't do that. Tools and techniques, stakeholder mapping and analysis. I think we would have done some of these, that matrix, which is there in stakeholder management. Then the power interest diagram and things like that. So they'll come back here as well, and some more techniques as well. Product demonstrations and reviews, they are required when the iteration is over, yeah, and you do a demonstration and you do reviews. User stories and personas. Yeah. So you should be able to state requirements as user stories. Yeah. So in the user story, it is pretty simple. The idea is pretty simple. Yeah. Um, so it is. One second. Yeah. So we are talking about.
user stories and personas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. User stories and. I said user story is a little, maybe a little scary that what it is. If you hear it for the first time, but it's pretty simple. Yeah. A user story should have uh, a person involved. Yeah? Person meaning whom are you delivering to? Who is your customer? Yeah? Who is the customer to whom you are delivering? Second is what is being delivered. Yeah? So who is the customer for whom you are doing this? A user story. Mind you, we are not talking about the entire software, entire
Yeah,
release,
that
entire
mm,
iteration. We are talking about a specific user story. We are going down to that level of resolution. Yeah? So this specific user story, who is the customer for this story? Who are we making it for? You may realize that there is no customer. Yeah, we were making it for some purpose which is now forgotten. So don't, if there is no customer, the story doesn't need to exist. Yeah, there has to be a customer for every story. Yeah. So who is the customer? The second thing is, what are you doing for the customer? What is the feature you're providing? What is the sub feature you're providing? Yeah, what is the what is the equation or what is the formula that you're providing? What are you going to deliver providing? And third thing would be why. Why are you delivering this? So I can say, as a customer of the IT department. So there's an IT department in the company. Yeah, they take care of all the network and computers and whatnot. I think every company would have such a department, IT, information technology or something like, or ITS or something. Yeah. So I am a customer of the IT department. Yeah. I want backups to be done every day so that I don't lose data. Yeah. So who am I? I am the customer of an IT department in a company. Yeah. So I want that. I want some automated mechanism or whatever by which a backup is taken at the end of the day. And why do I require such a frequent backup? Because I do not want to lose my data. So if there could be some other ways of not losing the data. Yeah. You could take up. So right now we are talking of a backup. In within the company, it may go on a cloud. It may go on some other place. There may be many ways of doing the same thing. Yeah. So a user story will look like this: who is the customer? What are we delivering? And why are we delivering? Yeah. So your project will project release or iterations will have many such user stories which need to be implemented. Yeah, more about that later. So yeah, we go back to the presentation. Yeah, here we are. Okay. So stakeholder mapping and analysis. We talked about user stories and personas. So in marketing, they often create these personas. Yeah. So, for example, a persona of a person, of somebody who is maybe 25 years of age. So there's assume that they're selling uh, a cream, yeah, a face cream. Yeah. So who is going to be the user? So they create a persona, an imaginary persona. Yeah. And let us say that person is called John. This imaginary person they create, that person is called John. Then what does John look like? Yeah. What age will be John? So John will be about 24 years. So will John be employed? Yeah, he may be employed. 24 years is not very early for employment. So what would be the approximate income of John? And out of this, how much income would he be spending on grooming and looking good and whatnot? So what all would he be buying for that? So you create a persona. It's an imaginary person. Yeah?
So,
But to attach these descriptions and then decide how will you satisfy this person's expectations. That's again a part of stakeholder engagement. Yeah? Having personas as they're not real persons, they're imaginary persons, but you create them to understand by and large in the population how will these people look like. Yeah? So that is user stories and personas. I guess personas would be you wouldn't have heard of it probably. Near
yeah, definitely.
yes?
I know
Yeah.
about user stories, lot, personas. Personas in software, we say, let's say, user type. He's admin,
Okay.
he's a salesperson, he's accounts. So show them specific screens or dashboard to them,
Mm.
so they can see their data or according to them.
Mm-hmm.
This is a kind of persona in software.
Okay. Okay. Great.
And user story in specific scenario, he want to do XY job. If there is some standardized sentence for user stories.
Yeah.
I am a
Yes.
user,
And
John.
there's a
I
template.
want to
Mm.
do this.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
It is going great. It is 1949. We took a break at 18:30, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we started at 17:30. That is 5:30. Then we took a break at 6:30. We have passed 7:30 already. Yeah, anyway,
No.
I think we'll after a logical point we'll take a break, not somewhere in the middle.
Mm,
Yeah,
no problem. It's
yeah,
your call.
yeah. Thank you for empowering me. Information radiators. So this is something which is again typical to Agile.
Yeah.
So the idea is that it is again a part of being transparent. Yeah?
Yeah,
So let
definitely.
everybody know what's important. So you have this big maybe boards or some display, some kind of a display where you keep on updating, displaying what is happening, maybe
Yeah.
what is happening to the release, what are the issues remaining right now, how
Yeah.
many issues need to be closed before we make the release. So this board will be continuously updated. It will be
Yeah.
in a central place.
Yeah.
Yeah? It will be in a central place where people can access. It may be available online as well because there could be some people working in a different location and they may
Yeah.
not know this. They may not see this information radiator. Yeah. So radiator has a different meaning. Yeah. In cars and vehicles have radiators, or they
Yeah.
used to have in the earlier versions, and which then these radiators used to throw off or emit hot air and keep the car cool, keep the car engine cool inside.
Yes.
That's what radiators were earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
Americans have their own terms, their own terminology, yeah,
Yeah.
like radiators. I think yeah. So radiator here has a different meaning, which we discussed just now. Yeah, as a display in a central place.
Mm.
Knowledge and skills required would be active listening and communication skills. I think if there is one thing which is extremely difficult, that is active listening,
Mm.
because all of us are very eager to talk
Yeah.
and very few of us are eager to listen.
Yes.
So we are most of the time what we are doing is we are just waiting for the other person to finish,
Yeah. Don't try to
and we are,
understand what is talking.
without even hearing what is talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are in your own thought, in your own world, yeah, and then you respond to the person according to your thoughts in your world, and it doesn't match with the other person. So unless we practice active listening and implement it becomes difficult to talk with the stakeholders, especially.
Mm.
Your team may be from if you're from your own geography, and so it may not be so important there, but with the stakeholders who could be from different places, different cultures, active listening is very important,
Yeah.
quite important. So this some years back I had read this book by Kavi, Covey. I guess you two would have heard of this name earlier. Uh, Stephen Covey.
Stephen Covey, sir.
Yeah.
What was the name
So
of the book?
The name of the book is Stephen. This should be V. Yeah, Stephen Covey. The name of the book is um,
Seven Habits of Highly
Seven
Effective People.
Habits. Yeah, Seven
Mm.
Habits of effective people.
Yeah. Of effective
So
families also.
yeah, families also. Yeah,
Mm.
effect teenagers as well. There's a book on teenagers also
Mm.
by Stephen Covey's son. Anyway,
Mm.
so coming back to what we were talking about active listening. So Stephen
Mm.
Covey had a very interesting suggestion.
Mm.
So he says that when you're talking to somebody, assume that you are an interpreter. Yeah. So let us say that you are talking to me in Japanese, and I'm converting Japanese to say to English. Yeah.
Mm.
So while doing that, I will not add my own bit to it. I will faithfully reproduce whatever was said by the Japanese person. So that is how
Mm.
a active listener should be. Should suspend all the imagination, all the biases, and just do complete listening to the other person. And
Mm.
if you're an interpreter, say from Japanese to English, you would do that,
Mm.
and vice versa, English to Japanese
Mm.
as well. And that will ensure active listening. Yeah. I thought this tip would be important. So listening, communication skills, negotiation and facilitation. We have talked about it. Negotiation we haven't talked much. I think in Agile there will be more negotiation because um, because we are dealing with things at a very short interval.
Yeah.
We have to negotiate quick and fast. Yeah. So negotiate is important here. And again, there are multiple techniques of negotiation, multiple ways. But a couple of things stand out based on whatever I have read. One thing is that we have to distinguish between position and interest. Am I taking a strong position, or am I working based on my interest and other person's interest? If you take a strong position, it will perhaps not work. But if you show interest, and if that is a reciprocated, it will perhaps be reciprocated. Yeah? That works better in negotiation. So let us say I say that this class has to start at say 5:30, and you may say no, it is 6:30 is better, and we keep on. We have taken a strong position, but we may ask why do I want it at 5:30, and I say that I have this particular problem. You say this some other problem that you have. Maybe we can both negotiate and look at the interest. The interest is doing the class. Interest is not the time itself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can do it tomorrow morning, early morning. Yeah. That could be of agreement to everybody. So look at positions. Don't look at positions. Look at interests. Another tip which I came across some time back, that was yeah, provide choices. Yeah. You go to a big store, yeah, a big mega store kind of, and why do you go there? Because you have choices there. Yeah, you got 30 kinds of cornflakes and 50 kinds of breads, yeah, and 10 brands of butter. So you got so many choices. That's why you go there. You don't go to a small shop which is which has very few choices. Yeah.
Yeah.
Similarly, in negotiation in a project, the same thing happens. If you provide a choice to the other party, they'll be happy. If you give them only one option, then they will not feel so happy. Yeah? So let them decide. Although the choices that you give may be very similar, may not be very different, but the very fact that there's a choice makes
Yeah.
people happy.
Mm.
So again, another tip for negotiation. So we have to constantly negotiate, yeah, constantly facilitate what's happening. Expectations management, we talked about it. Building and sustaining stakeholder trust.
Mm.
Trust takes time. It doesn't happen
Yeah.
overnight. So you have to sustainably build it over time and not let it drop, because any small so there can so in case we have a trust built over years, it is like a bank account. You can withdraw from it once in a while and still have a decent amount there. So trust is important. Yeah. Building and sustaining trust. So
Yeah.
that was number 3. We are discussing the domains at a
Yeah.
very high level. Yeah.
Mm.
And we have done third domain right now. We have the fourth domain, that is value driven delivery. Maybe we'll
Mm.
take a break. It is overdue. Yeah,
Yeah.
for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and yeah, and continue.
Sure.
Probably we'll come back and decide what do we do for the rest of the evening.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, boss. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
See you. 10 minutes.
See you in 10 minutes. I didn't clarify. I'm sorry. 10 minutes is
Oh,
what we have.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello, I'm back on the call.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so Niyaz, what we are going to do is we are going to continue for another 10 to 20 minutes, and we will not have a 4 hour call today. We'll have a 3 hour call approximately, yeah,
Okay.
which we will definitely clear the introduction part, which we are doing now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we're talking about stakeholder engagement. We talked about Stephen Covey's 7 habits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have a fourth domain. Fourth
Mm.
domain is domain definition is value driven delivery. So unlike in the past, in the predictive projects, yeah, the correct word is predictive. The predictive projects story, we used to deliver budget within budget. We used to deliver within expected time. But still, we were not sure. Like, are we probably did not pay so much attention to values. I'm sorry, value, a singular. Yeah, what value are we creating? So it may happen that you put in a lot of effort and do very good job and still not deliver value.
Yeah.
A case in question is LA, Los Angeles metro train. So they
Mm.
have a metro train service. I think this is a slightly old story, but anyway relevant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They did the project beautifully about 10 years back, I think. 10 years back or
Mm.
15 years back. And this project was rewarded. I mean, it was awarded best project of the year by PMI. PMI has this best project of the year competition every year. So they this for the entire world. It's an international recognition. Yeah. So they got that. But finally, what happened?
Mm.
Nobody was very keen to travel by the train, by the metro. They were all okay with driving to the office every day. So you delivered fine. You delivered the metro, but you have not delivered any value because not many people are using it. So yeah. So you have to think of maybe you should have somebody should have given a thought to this, that will people leave their cars, which indicates freedom. Yeah. So I can go
Mm.
at any time I want. Yeah. Whereas in the train you have to go at a specific time. You can't go at your own sweet time. So yeah. So maybe that put people off or something. We don't know. But we didn't deliver value. We delivered a great project. It receives an award as well. Yeah, great project. But then something went wrong when you convert it to value. Yeah. So there is value driven delivery, delivering valuable working solution frequently, you know, and iteratively. So iteratively would mean that you will say, for example, if there is if I'm doing a design, yeah, and in the design I do it, redo it. I keep on doing it unless I get it correct. That is iteratively.
Yeah.
You repeat the same operations again and again and again until you get to the right point. You get the right balance, you get the right color, you get the right breakability, or what have you. Yeah. And you do it frequently. So you do it. In fact, it should be said clearly. It should be the frequency is fixed, which a point which many people don't understand. Yeah, that the frequency at which you
Yeah.
deliver in Agile is fixed at the beginning of the project. So you
Yeah.
say, okay, 15 days is going to be our iteration cycle. So you stick to 15 days throughout the project, or you say it is 30 days. You stay with 30 days throughout the project. Yeah. So every 30th day you deliver something, and
Yeah.
that something is not something. Something is something
Real
which is
thing.
which is valuable, which has value. Yeah. The customers can use it right away, right now. Yeah, that is, that is the meaning of what you're delivering. It has got a value. Yeah.
Mm.
Focusing on maximizing on investment ROI and minimizing waste. So you are whatever effort is going to be put in the project is being put in the project is towards the project objective. Yeah. We will implement those features or those use cases. Yes, which we talked about, some user stories. Yeah. Will invest in those user stories which have more meaning, which are at a higher priority, and which give better ROI, and we minimize waste. Yeah. So we minimize things we minimize mistakes basically, which in turn ensures that we minimize waste. Yeah. So that is value driven delivery. And here we will be looking at some very interesting prioritization techniques. Yeah, one technique called as Moscow. We'll explain what is Moscow a little later. Yeah, but nothing to do with Moscow which is the capital of Russia. Yeah, it is just an abbreviation. We will also talk about Kano. Yeah, Kano is a Japanese name. Yeah, nothing to do with the ear. Yeah, Kano. Kano Khan khabar ho gayi ki Kano. Yeah. So that is Kano. So Kano model, we'll look at this model as well. It's interesting. And WSFG, I'm sorry, WSJF, yeah,
Mm.
which is basically the doing the best thing in the least of effort. Yeah.
Mm.
You prioritize by something which has got high value but less cost. So that is WSFJ. I'm sorry, JF. I had made a note of the abbreviation somewhere. Um, yeah, WSFJ stands for weighted shortest job first. Weighted shortest. You take up the weighted shortest job first. You take it up
Mm.
for scheduling first. Yeah, and we'll perhaps not talk about WSFSJF anytime now after this now. It is basically from the Scrum of Scrums world. Yeah. So
Mm.
you have the safe standard, no safe agilist and all that. So it has come from there. Yeah.
Okay.
WSJF. It is calculated by the formula cost of delay, cost of delay
Mm-hmm.
divided by uh, total duration. That is how you define WSJF. Okay. That was, yeah. Yeah, so we'll discuss prioritization techniques. Yeah. Incremental and iterative delivery. These have different meanings. The term incremental, the term iterative. We'll come back to that. Backlog refinement and management. Again, this would be known to you perhaps. Yeah. Backlog refinement and management. So basically, once in a while, you go back to your backlog, scrub it well. Yeah. remove what is necessary, and put it back in a good shape. And again, repeat this, every fortnight or something. Definition of done, similar to acceptance criteria, which we have seen before. Yeah. Definition of done is, how do you define if something is completed, something is done, something is accepted by the customer. So you need to agree upon definition of done. Yeah. So taking up somebody onto the on the project schedule will be called as the definition of it's called
Ready.
DOR, definition of sorry.
Ready. Definition of ready. DOR.
Yeah, definition of ready. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I wanted to say. Yeah, definition of ready and definition of done. So definition of ready is the entrance criteria. Definition of done is the exit criteria. So the stakeholder or the customer and us, we should be on the same page as far as DoD goes. Yeah. Key knowledge required here: understanding of value stream and lean principles, customer centric mindset, ability to measure and track value delivered, yeah, for which we require all those PV, EV, and whatnot. Yeah. NPV, present value, future value, ROI. So that will be all. We'll probably look at them in the this ability to measure and track value delivered. Yeah. Then we have adaptive planning, domain definition, ability to plan at multiple levels: strategic level, release level, iteration level, daily level, respond to change and adjust plans as new information emerges. Yeah. We may use rolling wave planning or good old rolling wave planning, release and iteration planning, time boxing. Yeah. So time boxing is a what do you call, very interesting term. One second. Yeah. Time boxing. Yeah. So at the beginning of the project, you decide um, the duration of the time box. Yeah. So what? Okay, maybe we'll go a little further. We'll go a little behind. Yeah. So traditionally, what we were used to was that um, we would scope would be constant. Yeah. Scope would be constant, and cost and time would be variables. So my project is defined by the scope that we do, that we deliver, and for that we may require more, we may spend more, spend less, take more time, take less time. Yeah. So this was fixed, and these were variable based on your need, yeah, based on what the project needed. Now we have in Agile we have turned the triangle on its tip, yeah, on its apex. So now it looks like this. Yeah. So now we'll keep cost outside for the time being. Yeah. So we have time here and we have scope here. So you decide a fixed interval of time. Yeah. So let us say the interval of time is 15 days. Yeah. So you have a 15-day cycle, or we have a 15-day time box. The time box is fixed in 15 days. Yeah. And then at the end of 15 days you deliver, yeah, as per the scope. You deliver some small part of the scope. Then at the end of next iteration of 15 days, the same thing repeats. So your entire project happens in 15 days time box. So this 15 days is called as time box. Yeah. So and this, you keep on delivering scope continuously. So this is the principle of time boxing. Yeah. We have 7 more minutes to go. Let us see. Yeah, so we were talking about time boxing here. Yeah, agile estimation, planning, poker, t-shirt sizing, and all that. Knowledge and skills required, exhibit flexibility, creativity in planning, forecasting, and managing uncertainty. Yeah, risk management, for example. Knowledge of estimation techniques, t-shirt size, poker cards. We'll talk about that. Capacity planning and tracking. Um, yeah, problem detection and resolution. The ability to identify, analyze, and resolve issues or impediments as early as possible to minimize their impact on delivery. So reduce the number of issues in the project. So look at root cause analysis, again, 5 whys and fishbone diagram, which comes up here as well. Daily stand up, may not be stand up, it is daily scrum. There's a correct way of putting it. Risk management tools, impediment backlog, like issue backlog. The knowledge required is proactive risk identification and mitigation, analytical and critical thinking, effective escalation and communication practices, and use of feedback and retrospectives for continuous improvement. And finally, we have the seventh domain and the last domain, continuous improvement of product, of process, and of people. Yeah. Relentless focus on improving processes, product, and team performance through through reflection and learning and adaptation. Retrospectives is skill, Kaizen and lean tools, yeah, metrics and KPIs, and experimentation and innovation practices. That is what you will require as tools and techniques. And from knowledge and skills point of view, commitment to learning and growth, ability to analyze and act on feedback, data-driven decision making, change management skills. Yeah, so they are basically things which I'm sure you'll be familiar with. Yeah, so that's all now for today. At the end of the day, we spend after spending 3 hours. Now I guess we know for sure what are the domains. There are 7 domains, and under each domain, what could be the possible tools and techniques, what could be possible knowledge and skills. We are aware of that. So we are aware of some techniques, some tools. May not be everything, but not bad if you are aware of some of those. Yeah. So I'll probably stop here. We have 4 minutes more on the clock, but I'll probably stop here. If there is something that you wanted to tell me or ask me, please let me know. I'll stay on the call for another 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, Niaz.
Yes, related to this training, uh, it was good. Most of the things I know because I am done Scrum
PMP and
Master, and
CSM. Yeah.
yeah. So any further material we also go as a book or something else, or we just go with these slides only in our next
For
lectures.
Yeah, we go with the slides only. We are not looking at any book. So there will be now in the next slide, next domain one onwards, we'll also have exercises.
Okay.
So it will be more. It will be less lecture and some little less lecture. There will be some
Mhm.
exercises as well.
Because otherwise
So it will,
it's called PDF PPT hell.
yeah. Sorry.
Otherwise it's called PowerPoint hell because just presentations and these things.
PowerPoint hell. Okay.
Yeah.
HELL.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. It is death by PowerPoint.
yeah. So we will do some kind of exercises also.
Yes. Yes. We will.
Okay.
Yes.
And anything for me to do for next until next lecture. So
You
we will do
already
this
know.
next week. Mm.
You
No,
already
definitely
know
I
so
know.
much.
But
So
mm,
So I
maybe I
don't know.
don't
I
know.
don't know like, how I can suggest you something.
But what you normally suggest your students, just suggest me same.
Yeah, suggest would be the same. You have this, you have the material with you. You can go through
Mm,
that. You have the recording. You can go through that. It's up to you. But I generally don't give anything to be taken back home. You
okay.
already, I mean, you'll be busy otherwise anyway. So I generally
Okay.
do not give any
So,
assignment
so,
to be done later.
okay. So for every lecture or just today you will not have anything for me
Almost for every lecture.
for okay.
I
So
have
it's
seen that
mean
people do not have time for anything to be done at home.
so then it's mean for ECP for this ACP exam first time attempt to pass. So these lectures practices with you or whatever case this is enough. This will be enough. No
No,
extra material something.
I will suggest that you read another textbook before you say it's over. I think one textbook. I'll suggest that textbook also
Yeah,
by the end of the course. Yeah.
by the end of course.
I mean, in between also I can suggest if you want me to. But I thought you would
Yeah.
first of all want to do this course and then look at
Mm.
something which is little more involved or bigger, at least if not involved.
The reason after office timing, of course, I'm free because my family is living in Pakistan. I'm free after office.
Oh,
I can give 1 to 2 hours maximum daily basis. Weekend is free. So if you have anything in mind, just tell me. So I purchase
okay,
online. Of course, it will take time.
okay.
So
So you are at a site, is it?
no, I'm not on the site. I'm in the city.
Okay, okay,
But here, of course, you can't purchase books like piracy due to piracy laws. So that's why you purchase always online original books, not
okay,
print copy. Or if you have any PDF, just give me so I make print and study as
okay,
material.
okay.
Because
I
if you tell
appreciate
me
that you are
after
so
two
eager to
weeks,
study. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I want to actually get the certification, but definitely the knowledge also. So
Okay,
if I want to move for as a Scrum Master or technical lead or project manager, use my PMP or ACP, definitely I have something practical knowledge. Then of course I can think I'm eligible to apply for this job and I can survive. Not just
okay,
get the theoretical certification.
okay,
Of
okay,
course you can get it, but I want to get with knowledge. And
okay,
if it's better, it should be a practical knowledge. So please help
okay,
me.
okay. Sure. Okay, as much as possible.
Yeah, because even if we apply on Amazon for any book, it take if it's coming from America, it take 1 to 2 weeks at least.
Mm,
So if you have
mm,
any book or material related to study, just
okay,
send me an email or tell me now, or maybe as early as possible. So I start
okay,
working at that also.
okay. Fine. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah. Have a good evening. Bye.
Yeah, sure.
What time is it now? There.
It's here 6 p.m.
Oh, 6 p.m. Okay. I am at 8:30 p.m. now. Mm,
Hmm. Okay, fine.
okay. Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.